Hello, my name is Daniel. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to write and run JavaScript. An easy way. I think it's an easy way. So you don't need to install any software, or you can just follow the steps here to write and run your JavaScript Hello World. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to create and run a Hello World JavaScript program, and I'm going to show you how to get the input output to your JavaScript program. And I also introduce function, to do that. So let's start it. So first, I'm going to show you how to create a Hello World JavaScript program. So first, you need to find any text editor on your computer. I'm going to use a Notepad. Not Notepad probably come with a Windows installation. Okay, if you use other operating systems, Mac OS, you can also use some text editor in the Mac OS. Linux, you can also use find some text editor in Linux as well. And write your code, obviously. So write Java code. Java 3, sorry, not Java. By the way, Java and Java 3 are totally different programming languages. Okay, and save the code in HTML file. Okay, so why HTML? Well, because JavaScript was originally designed, to be executed along with the HTML file. HTML is web page format, stand for the hypertext markup language. Okay, that specify the content, how to display the content, and JavaScript is executed, uh, when you load the HTML file into a browser. So JavaScript actually creates some dynamic text information, along with the web page. Okay, and yeah, use your browser to open the file, and you can see the results. So I'm going to do this part. So I start the notepad here, and notice that I have the file name hello world. And this, when you save the file, you need to choose all file. Okay, then that will become the HTML file. Okay, otherwise it become a text file. It's then not convenient because the file association with the browser is better. Okay, in this way. So I already did that part, so I'm gonna put some basic HTML text. Okay, because well, this is a HTML file, not the JavaScript file, by the way. So the basic for more information about the HTML text, you can check some Google search around. You can see the text. So there are some essential document, not document, text for HTML to display. Okay. So if you don't have anything, for example, now I'm empty, right? So if I open it in my browser, so here in my browser, okay, I have the file right here, HTML. If I click on it, nothing happen. Okay. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna create some basic tag like a body, okay, and then end it by closing the body, and in between, I'm just say this is my first Java script program, okay, and save it. Then if I reload it, okay, I got some information there, and that is coming from the HTML tag body because I got something there. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna well, by the way, this is not JavaScript. This is the regular Java, uh, not Java, regular HTML page. Okay, so I'm well. My goal is here is to show you how to write a simple JavaScript program to display something. Okay, so I'm gonna use the HTML element called button to create a button. Okay, and this button I need to give a type. Type is button. Okay, so this button type when I click on it, unclick, and unclick is an event for this button. So if I click on it, then anything following will be executed. So here I want the code after I click on the button to be something like a window uh, alert. This is one of the JavaScript library function. So in alert inside, I'm gonna show something like hello world. Okay, and notice that I use the double quote first, so I can use double quote here. Otherwise, I close this thing, this string. So I use a single quote, to quote this within the double quote, and so that's a technique that typically used in this kind of situation. So I want this as a string, so I alternate using double quote and single quote for string. So after that, then I close it. So this double quote is corresponding to this double quote here. Okay, so that's unclick. So this is something that's it. So now I save it. If I load it, oh, by the way, I need to give some label here. So I say run, okay, and then closing the button, okay, so that we'll see it. Otherwise, we cannot see it. So you go back here and reload it. Now I got run here, right? So if I click on it, uh, it does not show anything. So there's something is not quite right. Okay. Okay. I think I got a typo window. Okay. So try it again, and then reload it. Now I got something. This page say hello world. Okay. So that is your first program for JavaScript. And you can change it in your hello world, just in case it's coming from somewhere. So I put some random number there, and then if I reload it, okay, and run it, yeah, it does give the random number I just put in. So it's coming from our program. Okay, so that is your first hello world program. So let's get back to the slides. So that's it. Very simple, easy. Okay, you don't need to install any software. Okay. So now that's the output. Hello world. What if we want to get some input? Okay, well, if we want to get some input, we need to have the have one HTML text box, to grab that input from the user. Okay, and once we get that into the system, we need to use the JavaScript library function document. This is actually coming from DOM, DOM. There's some information about DOM. So the DOM provides library function document that get element by ID to get the value. Okay, so obviously we need text. We need to input text box. Okay, so here I'm gonna input something. Okay, so let's go back here. Go back to our here. Okay, so just right after something here, the title. Okay, and I'm going to have an input text box. So I say input, and then the type is text. Okay, input type of text, and then I need to give it ID so that later I can reference to it. So this ID I'm gonna say X. Okay, and initial value I put it to this is gonna be 0. You know, so that's pretty much about I need for the input box. By the way, I'm going to introduce the line break. So I put the break here so that it will stay on its own line, not everything in one line. Okay. So that then this one I say X column, just saying that the following text box is for the value X. Okay. And after that, yeah, I put a break here so that the button will stay below the input. So let's give it a try and reload it. Now I get the text box right here. Okay, let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit. So I think, okay, I think I can enlarge it a little bit. Okay, so that's better. Okay, okay, so now I got X here, so I can input whatever layer, or not a number only. Okay, you can put some text there as well, but here we also X is gonna be a value, so whatever here, and you put run. Okay. Well, now run this script had to take the input into consideration. So we have not done that part yet. So go to the program. So now we have the value right here, right? We have the ID for this box. Okay. So on the window alert here, I'm gonna alert something. Okay. And right after, and let's remove this random string. Okay. Hello world. Okay. And then hello world will end it right here. Okay, so I'm gonna create a space, and then I put a plus sign, meaning that I want to concatenate whatever, to the hello world. So here I use the document that get element by ID. Okay, so here's the X. Okay, after I get that thing out, I'm gonna get its value right here. Okay, so meaning that I will retrieve whatever value here and display it using the window dot alert. Okay, so the get element by ID sub X, meaning I want to get this HTML element. Okay, this input text box, and that value is the value associated with it. Okay, so now let's save it and then go here. Okay, if I reload now, if I put some value here, let's say 3. Okay, if I run it, nothing happened. So let's see if I get any typo. So I have a document that I think I got okay. So here then yeah, because I am within this thing. Okay, hello world. That's a text, right? So if I get this value within that, I need a quote. So let me see if I can do this. Okay. Uh, let's remove hello world first. Okay, let's remove hello world first. Okay. So then it's right here. So hello world first. Then I need to quote. Hold on. Quote. Okay. So I get the element of x that value and try it again. Reload and run it. It's still not showing up here. Okay. So Windows alert will show this, but this one, this document that get uh, element by ID X, it doesn't show the value. Okay. Okay. So and window that alert within we need to give a string, right? And this obviously will cause some. We have double quote here, and then this guy. So okay, if I remove this thing, and remove this thing. Okay, that should be able to run the whole thing. Okay, Windows the alert this thing get, but then I need to put a single quote right here because that is within the double quote. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, now it gets some value here. Okay, let me try other values. Okay, to see. Yep, it does take the value in. Okay, so let's go check what's wrong with that. So here is the thing. Okay, the unclick will take this as a string, and in this case as a JavaScript code. Okay, so within the double quote we have Windows the alert the JavaScript code. Okay, and then we can get something. And here we use the single quote because we are within the double quote, so Windows is single quote. Okay, so if I want to add back to whatever string plus whatever here, right? So what I can do is I will use single quote, says hello world. Okay, and then single quote plus. Okay, and meaning that I want this hello will be a string and plus whatever the string result coming back from this JavaScript function. Okay, and that should concatenate them together, and then we save it and run it again. So let's say this is 234. We run it, and wait, how come I think did I save it? Let me see. Yeah, I did have unclick then this guy, right? Hello world plus this guy, right? So let me save it again. The hello world disappear. Weird, huh? Okay, so if hello world disappear, let me see if I add it somewhere. Okay, so that's a string, right? We know this is a string, and then if I add here hello world. Okay, okay, and try this one. Okay, so save it. Let me see. It's still not here. Okay, uh, so there might be some JavaScript. You should maybe unclick it, only take the function. Okay, so since the hello world is a string, so you won't take it anyway. So we will not worry about this anyway, because as this now it will take our input and run it. So let's say yeah, pick whatever. Okay, there. So that's the input part. Okay, now let's get back to that's nice. Okay, so if I use a document get element by ID, I can get a value of it, and then display it using the Windows alert. And that way you can do it in console.log. Okay, you can use console.log. So instead of the window alert, okay, you can say console dot log. Okay, console dot log. Okay, and then save it. Now go back here and reload it. Okay, so now you can say whatever here and then run it. You can see nothing happened because it go to the console of JavaScript. So what you can do, I'm using the Chrome. Okay, so you can bring up the console. So by Control Shift J. So now you show the output is right here. So if I change the value, say whatever here. Okay, run it, it go here. So that's console output. Control Shift J will bring this up. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the next step. So now you got input where you put your JavaScript code if you want to have more than one line of JavaScript code. Okay, so the answer is it could be anywhere or in HTML header or body using script tag. So the script by default is JavaScript. Okay, and then we will use a function to keep the JavaScript code. Okay, so let's go back to the code we have here. So we're gonna keep some something right here. So let's say script. So this is my script. And in the script, I'm going to create a function called my function. Okay, and then it's my function will do exactly the same thing like this, like a console output, like a document, whatever here. Okay, and then you will alert. Okay, so right here. Okay, and then I say window the alert. Okay, and this guy. Okay, alert value. Okay, and I put a semicolon at the end. It's not required, but we put a semicolon just to indicate that this is the end of the line. Okay, and that's my function. So now unclick instead of calling the other stuff. I'm going to just say call my function. Okay, call my function. And then if I click run, then this function should be called and running. So again, save it. So let's go back to here, and then no, we don't need the console. Okay, so again, upload or reload. Sorry. So reload it, then I say whatever here. Okay, and run it. So it did show this value right here. Okay, now that is the JavaScript code that you have. Okay, so well, I'm gonna do one step further. Okay, so that let's say if I input one value of x and then I want to display not just the value itself but the square of it. Okay, so let's go back to the code right here. Okay, so here I want to show the x squared. So I just did x equal to the value right here, document dot get x value right here. Okay, this is x value. Okay, get it. And then after I get a value, okay, then I did x squared equal to x times x. Okay, then I display x squared. Okay, I display x squared. So it's x2, but I mean x squared. Okay, so after I reload this guy, and then if I put some value for here, it's display for 16, right? So run it, it becomes 16. So let's try other value. Let's try three, try 7. It should be 49. Okay, that's right, 49. So let's review the code. What we did. What we did here is I created let x is a variable. Okay, and it's local variable. Local is a function. Okay, and this x is to get the value from the input field right here 7. So when x get a value here, I simply square the x. Okay, x times x, and then assign the value to x2. Then we should window the alert to show the x2. Okay, and you can use the console.log as well. So altogether, that is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching this, and have fun. Bye.